All right. Well, that was wonderful hearing from Omar. And now we get to go right along. It's so perfect to the illustrator of the book that almost rhymed, Hatem. And before we turn it over to Hatem, we'll introduce himself and do a draw along, which is super, super special because we were just talking about what a rock star Hatem is and how much we all admire him. For real. Like big deal. And so thanks for coming, everybody. Welcome. As you know, we are the Story Sunbirds, and I'm really honored to be part of this group because we are a kidlit collective of authors and illustrators whose mission is to cultivate a dynamic and inclusive community rooted in justice, anti-racism, and anti-colonialism. We care for children first, and that's what we're here for. That's what we're about as kids. So 1 year ago today marks the exact year that the Children of Gaza held a press conference outside the Al-Shifa hospital to ask for an end to the war. Maybe you've seen a video of that. If not, you can check it out. Today, we're taking part in Children's Days of Action, which is a multi-organizational, multi-day effort to commemorate that event. Our action, as you know, is a day-long read aloud, and we have all of these amazing authors and illustrators who are coming in every 20 minutes until 7 p.m. Eastern, and the lineup is in the chat. And the last thing I'll say is that we're raising money for Mecca for Peace, the Middle East Children's Alliance. They're doing incredible work for children. Your donation, if you are able to give one, will strengthen the steadfastness of Palestinian families by providing essential services, including shelter, food, clean water, medical and psychological aid, and children's programming. So please be on the lookout for that. And all you have to do is email storysunbirds@gmail.com your donation receipt, and you'll be entered to win one of the many books that these creators are giving away today. I'm going to turn it over to Hatem. You can introduce yourself and take it away for about 15 minutes. If anybody has a question, drop it in the chat and we'll get to ask later. Thank you.
Thank you, Danielle. Thank you very much for this. Thank you, everybody here who's here and attending this wonderful event. And I'm really honored to be in the lineup with amazing authors and illustrators. My name is Hatem, and I am Egyptian Canadian, and I was born in Cairo, moved here in my late 20s, and have been doing a lot of books. To say like maybe there's like I have here like just today three books, three of my illustrated books. The books I illustrated are being read. We heard Jamila beautifully reading Salat in Secret, and Omar just read the book that almost rhymed that I illustrated. And later on is gonna be Mo Yüksel to reading in my mosque. So I'm really blessed being present. I hope I'm not a bother. Um, okay. Illustration. Today I'm gonna be drawing with you, and I'm gonna try to make it very fast because I wanna try something new. So I'm gonna change my camera to the other camera. Can you tell me if you see a piece of paper here, Danielle, or anyone?
Yes, this is perfect.
Okay, great. So I've been thinking maybe today I'm gonna make with you a zine, which is basically something to make a little booklet, like a little book of your own. We've heard people talk tips about like getting things, you don't have to you don't have to do like a whole story, a whole book. You can just do like, a four-panel comic or just a short story or something like that. So I think this is perfect to just express yourself in a minimal way. There's a special fold to it, so I pre-folded a paper here. It's just a printing paper, like one of the papers you find in next to printers or something. If you have a printer or you have just it's very, very available. It's kind of light, easily foldable. The You fold it. I'm gonna show it without white paper there. So you get a paper like this. You fold it once like that, then once like that again, and then once like that. This is gonna be the foundation of your little booklet like this. If you have a thicker paper, you can try it on a thicker paper. You can fold it once like this and then open it again because it's going to be difficult to do this with a thick paper. So you open it again, you fold it like this, you fold it like that, and you're going to have the same let's say marks here, like which is like 4 on the top and 4 on the bottom. Okay. I'm gonna be fasting. Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna fold it. After we folded all that, we're gonna fold it like that, which I think this is hamburger, right? And then we're gonna cut it from the side that's folded. Okay, there. Open it up, and then let's make it like that, like a X, and then there you go. You have a little booklet there. Looks like that. I'm gonna zoom in a bit so you can see what we're gonna do. I think today I'm gonna do something more like, of a fun thing. I was gonna follow a prompt that was provided by Stories on Birds, which was how will you yeah, I wrote it down actually. How will you be able to grow a free future, which I encourage everybody to do, but I thought about something, just an exercise of creating characters in this little zine. I'm gonna keep this as cover, and I'm gonna start drawing here. I have written down a few things we can do, that we can mix 2 or 3 things of these items and make it into something new. So let's, for example, maybe draw a dog, a dog face. I'll try to keep it very simple here. I usually draw with very simple shapes, and then I make it, could look like a bear actually, this one. Okay, and I'll mix it with something that doesn't match actually. Maybe dog with a bike. There you go. So maybe it's gonna be like something like that. Have a seat here. Maybe I'll try the bike with a different color. And then we'll make like wheelie like this. We'll get back to him later because I want to decorate and I want to add other stuff too. You can add a collar too to make it a pet, not just a stray dog. Okay, I'll get back to it later. Now we can try cat and astronaut. Well, let's start with the astronaut first. So maybe I'll try it. Oops. Okay. I'm starting with the body. Usually start with a very simple shape. I did the body like a rounded square like that. Then the legs could look like that. Maybe I'll make him wave. Um, you know what? Maybe I'll make the the cat with a marker or something. I want to share with you the pencil case I have. It's a watermelon pencil case. And it has all the colors of Palestine here. My wife gifted me this, and I love it, but I don't want it to take over right now. But I'll keep a part of it here. There you go. I don't know, I find it comical if the cat has a really small head. And maybe we can have green eyes here. just gives you ideas while you're working. Maybe you're gonna get ideas from it. Like maybe you're gonna start naming them after and try to describe what they're doing. What kind of planet is this, or something like that, or what kind of story is this? And then you can start writing stuff up there. Like maybe this one has a name. Hmm. I'll get the back. I'll get back to that later. I'll decorate other stuff. Let's merge two other things together. Um, yeah, that's good. Watermelon. Watermelon with maybe poppy. I want something that symbolizes something. Maybe I'll do like my pencil case, maybe. I'll fill it. Oops, sorry. I'll fill it all with red, this one, not just lines. Yeah, green. Poppy. Make a poppy here. Yeah, we'll make it like connected like that. Looks cool. Actually, this could look like if we inverted it, it could look like a turtle. Well, I don't know. We could go crazy with the colors too, but I wanna stick to the watermelon colors. Hopefully, I still have the time. Yes, I still have time. Just 5 minutes. Okay. So anyway, I wanted to just present to you this idea because of having a zine, because it goes hand in hand with anyone who wants to start their own project or to start drawing different things and they don't want to get stressed about filling white paper or like blank paper with something. This helps to just put a lot of ideas on one thing and you can call it yours, you know? You can maybe make a cover that has like maybe animal plus another or something. Let's put a bird this one. And put like something like that, and we can name it something. I just want to see, I want to show you also like you can use this as a sort of writing project. You can do it as a list. You can use it as a journal, a diary of some sort. You can start doing any kind of project with you. Like I did something like before I've done it with some people there, some kids in a library. I did a workshop with them and then they did their week. So this one is like with just construction paper. We did some collage. You put your days and then you say like what you did that day. You can make it your week, like 1 week in each booklet like this. You can use it as a form of, let's say if you have like words that you always forget or a timetable that you always forget, you can give them a home here. They're not in your brain. You can't get them from your brain all the time. So maybe put like here like forgettable things, and then now you have something to remind you of these forgettable things. The good thing about this too, one last thing I'm gonna say, I know time, is that you can open it up again and photocopy it or whatever, and then fold it the same way and make many copies of it. Or you can scan it and print it and stuff. So you can just make many copies of it if you want. You can uh, make people aware of something or have instructions for your science project. You can do many things with a zine. And I think we have some questions, or Danielle wanted to tell me something, so
Yes, we do have
I'm
at
gonna
least
stop here.
one question. That was so
Okay,
cool. And you're so right. Zines are so accessible to
yeah,
everyone. We'd love to
I'm gonna
see you
switch.
again, and maybe you can
Yes,
hold
I'm
up.
gonna switch. Yeah, I'm just
Um,
switching my my camera.
that was
There
so
you
cool
go.
to see you in process, and also to see like how free you can be, right? And not worry about it, and just like
Yeah,
doodle and draw and be yourself. Okay, so
yeah, you can just start put your ideas there, and then maybe pick one of them, then expand on another one. So it's fine. Yeah, you're not stressed about like ruining anything.
well, the question is advice that you have for illustrators. And I think maybe you could give advice for illustrators both young and potentially older.
Um,
Or maybe it's the same.
oh, sorry. Well, yeah, I think, well, it's kind of like my advice would be like to maybe like listen a lot and read a lot, and try to put your ideas down even if they're not perfect. I think that's one thing that makes people not start something, is that they want it all to be good from the start. You have to put in mind that it's going to be maybe a first time and of many, a first try of many. So you can just don't be worried too much about not getting it the way you want it. There's a frustration about like, you have it in your mind and then it doesn't come out as you want it, or it comes out like not as you expected. That's normal. So you always leave like a window for frustration there. It's fine. Like this is allow it to happen and then just kind of keep going. This is one thing I would uh, advise anyone that does anything creative at first, because it's not an easy. All of a sudden, you're gonna find the solution. You have to just struggle a little bit with it, and take in what makes you feel affected with the world. You don't have to be detached from the world to, or like in isolated to make something. Actually, maybe you have to process, but in the first place, you have to just be you have to not to be scared to feel things, and maybe even if you can just maybe write down what you feel like or just draw something about it, that would be something. Even for you, you don't have to share anything, just for between you and yourself. Just process it and express it in a certain way.
This is all really helpful. Listen, don't be afraid of making it perfect. Hatem, thank you in part because you're an incredible illustrator, but also I want everybody to know that Hatem is also a helper and a leader in the community as well. And if you can, Hatem, if you can drop in the chat while I close this out, your info, like your website and
Sure.
social media so folks can find you. And the zine that he created was based on this prompt that we have, and there will be a link in the chat to this as well. So we have a coloring page, and we also have this that he made the zine. And the prompt is, how will you be a seed to grow a
Yeah.
future?
I kind of diverted a little bit from the prompt, but I encourage everyone to do it like their own way. You can write, you just don't have to draw. So yeah.
Yeah. And thanks to everybody for being here. Thanks to Hatem. Aida Salazar is up next. And please donate to Mecca if you can. The link will be in the chat. You can email us your donation. But thanks for being here and contributing and being who you are.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.